What's going on, everybody? Zach RC here. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to a bit of a different video for you today. This is the start of the second qualification event for F1 Esports 2022 has been released, and I'm going to be trying my hand at it today. I'm really looking forward to having a go at this one. If you weren't here for the last time I tried this, and I'll put a link to it. I'll put a card in the top right corner of your screen. You can see it on screen now. So we're going to jump right into the information for this one. Qualifying event for the 2022 F1 Esports Series. Can Lewis Hamilton take P3, or can he change history in the 2021 Hungarian Grand Prix? So like last time, this is a points-based event. Points will be awarded based on skill, speed, AI difficulty, and the assist settings. So I'll be adjusting all that stuff. I won't be showing you guys, because obviously I choose not to show you guys. But regardless, it's going to be fun, so we're going to jump right into this thing. Let's go.
It's race day once again, and we're moments away from lights out and the all-important sprint towards turn 1. Welcome to another Formula 1 Grand Prix.
Alright, and here we go though for the Hungarian Grand Prix. There are only a few more laps left to go, and we're going to be taking the place of Lewis Hamilton, Mercedes. At this time in the race, he's in 5th place, and we're trying to get him onto at minimum the podium, because that's where he's trying to finish during the actual Hungarian Grand Prix. Of course, Alonso kept him behind for quite a while, so we're going to jump right into this event, and hopefully it's going to do well for us. So we're going here, we've immediately gone a bit too slow through that last corner there, but we're going to get back on this thing. It's going to take me a while to get used to this kind of thing, because I'm playing here with braking assist completely off, whereas normally I play with it on low or sometimes medium depending on the track. So we're going to try and get used to this as much as we can. Hopefully we should be able to make our way around here. So from the last corner to start lap 62, we've got 9 more laps left to go in this Hungarian Grand Prix, and we're currently in the middle of chasing Fernando Alonso for P4. Of course, in the actual race, Alonso kept him behind for quite a long time, which resulted in Ocon taking the race victory. I mean, later on in the lap, I ended up overshooting one of the corners, and I lost all kinds of momentum. I gained about half a second on Alonso at this point, but lost it all in the space of just one simple mistake. So we had to work our way back now, coming through sector 3 now, going into sector 3, the last couple of corners. This time I don't mess up as much in this corner, but we have to be careful on the exit. I found myself being a lot more cautious to avoid the car spinning out, as you'll see a few times during this one. So as we push further on now to the end of lap 63 and the start of lap number 64, we have closed down Alonso. The gap's now sitting at 1.2 seconds. We are getting closer and closer to him, but it's still going to be a lap or so before we even get to make a move. So we're going to jump forward now towards the end of lap 64. We're midway through sector 2, and we're right behind Alonso, right in his gearbox now. We're coming very close to contact there, because we braked a lot later than Alonso did. We're going to try and go for a move going into this right hand. We've got a warning for exceeding track limits. That's going to be our main concern here, because the corner cutting strings seem strict. I normally play on regular just to keep things simple for myself, because if you've seen my videos, you'll know I'm not really the best at the game in the world. Regardless, we found our way past Alonso, and we now continue to try and charge forward to try and take on Carlos Sainz, who runs in 3rd place, and it's Vettel up the road from him, and of course Ocon in the lead, who's just 6 laps away from his first F1 victory. We're going to try and be heartless and deny with that. So moving on to lap 66 now. We've moved on for quite a bit. We've caught up to Carlos Sainz. We are within DRS range, so it's getting closer and closer, and Vettel's only 3 seconds up the road. Very nearly losing control of the car throughout this lap, because I'm just not very good at driving without braking assist on. So we're still continuing to push on regardless. We're closing in on Sainz. The gap now at half a second. I do find them still overshooting corners a bit, so I do get a bit risky with the corner cutting and just the track limits in general. But nonetheless, we've caught right up to Sainz now, and provided we hold the car these last couple of corners, we have DRS. But no, I'm not going to wait for that. Diving at the inside and taking 3rd place away. It's a bit reckless, but regardless, we managed to find our way through. No DRS for us though, because Sainz could be an advantage here, because we just passed him. So he has lost all kinds of momentum, so he's now over half a second behind. The DRS will really help at this point. So that's P3 secure for us, and as we push on to lap 67, and now towards the end of the lap, we're now in DRS range of Sebastian Vettel, who runs P2 with Ocon 4 seconds up the road, so we're definitely closing in. This could be a very enjoyable battle between us and Vettel as we come to the last couple of corners here. Of course, we want to try and get on the DRS. This time, we're not close enough to go for a move on Vettel like we did on Sainz in the last lap. We very nearly lose the car, going full Tokyo drift around the penultimate corner and into the last right-hander. The DRS is coming up. It's around 100 meters away from where we are now. It's off the corner, and the DRS opens up. Here we go now, with a very good toe down the main straight. Just 3 more laps to go. Vettel pulls out. He moves over to the right-hand side. That's giving us all the impotence we need to charge through on the left, not even having to change our line. And there we go into turn 1, and we've got P2 secure, but we've still got work to do, because Ocon's 2.5 seconds up the road, and we've got just under 3 laps to try and close up to him here, and Vettel, and we're pulling away from Vettel already, so he's not going to be too much of a concern unless lap traffic holds us up, or just Ocon doesn't take his sweet time and move out the way. So now moving on towards the start of lap 69. Ocon now, just 1.2 seconds up the road. Ricardo opens up, lets us through there with the blue flags in our favour. Ocon, like I say, 1.2 seconds, now 1.1 up the road from us, so we're definitely going to catch him. The question is, can we pass him? Coming through sector 2 now, further on in the lap, overshot the corner a bit, and we very nearly spun the car. We managed to hold on to it. We've gone wide again though. I'm honestly surprised I didn't get a time penalty or anything like that, simply just for going wide and exceeding track limits. I don't think they're as strict here as they are in Austria for some reason, because I had a lot of complications with that last time. You didn't see it, but I had a lot of complications with that. Russell moves out of the way, so there's now nothing between us and the Frenchman in the Alpine, who sits just one lap away from his first Formula 1 victory. But we're going to be cold here. We're going to try and deny him in heartbreaking fashion on the last lap. So off the last corner, and with the DRS once again, will Ocon move over like Vettel did? He's moving to the left, so we're going to try and move to the right. Let's try and move out with blank tyres there. Didn't mean to do that. I pulled out too late. But regardless, we're around the outside, and that's P1 secure on this last lap. We've gone a bit wide to the corner, so Ocon could still stay with us here. He's still less than half a second behind. We've got the DRS though, so we're pulling away slightly. We've gone way wide on the exit of turn number 3, so Ocon very nearly pulling in there. We've just managed to get away from him, and that is P1 secure by about half a second now. We're pulling away from Ocon as we come to the last couple of corners now. We've succeeded in this challenge. Last time we only just managed to take the place and succeed in the challenge. This time we're going to win the challenge by taking first place in the Hungarian Grand Prix. Get in. Really pleased with that performance, and hopefully that'll give us a decent score on the leaderboard.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
So there we have it. With Lewis Hamilton, we have won the Hungarian Grand Prix, but the victory doesn't really matter too much. We have a look at our score here, 196,943, so not too bad a score at all. 107,000 on the total time, nearly 32,000 on the best lap. Clean laps bonus, that's 26,000, 5,000 for the flashback reward. Difficulty bonus, that's 16,000 points, and assist bonus, the last 10,000 in our score. So we passed the challenge, and that's putting us up into the top 46%. So not as good as we did last time, but still like I say, not too bad at all. But regardless, that is the end of today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to smash the like button and hit the subscribe button, share around with all your friends. And with that, I shall see you next time in my next video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.